Hello everybody, it's me, Lindy Star. Welcome to a very crazy video. Yes. I wanted to tell you guys about something that really just happened to me during the weekend, actually Saturday. If you didn't know, I had a crazy afternoon on that Saturday, and the reason why is, well, let me just say, my mother and I went shopping, and we went to the farmer's market and the local grocery store, or chain. Which one? It's called ShopRite. Anyway, but here's the weirdest thing happened. It was a very crazy shopping in kind of a day. Though we had to go to the local farmer's market. Although not really local, but just understand this. The farmer's market where I live only happens once a day per week. And it falls on a Wednesday. Maybe I'll do a video and show you guys what it is about. It is not and it's been this way for, I think, 4 or 5 years. Just let you know. So, it's not the usual farmer's market we had gone to ever since I was a kid. But the one that we did is out far away from where I live, and it's really big. And understand, there's something to tell you guys. As you guys didn't know, or if you had followed me on Instagram, I had posted pictures. What happened was, more than a couple of years ago, it got on fire. Here, under the not the whole entire thing got on fire. It was just one section that got on fire. Here. And thankfully, nobody got hurt, nobody died, and it turns out it was electric faulty. So it took at least over a year to get it repaired, and I have checked it out, and wow! It's really, they had changed ever since the fire had happened. I mean, I remember when I was young, I had gone throughout the whole entire thing, and it was just, it was closed off much. But ever since, and even though I shouldn't say thankfully for the fire, but I mean, it could have done a lot of reconstruction, and wow, it is big. And so, and if you guys didn't know, I had posted on Instagram that there was a, that I stopped at one of the, newer, store stands, and it's really crazy, but it's because of the crowd, and it was on a Saturday afternoon. But I managed to go and get one of these items, one of these drinks. It's a Taiwanese. Did I say Taiwanese? No, it's not. Is it Taiwanese? Yeah. It's called boba milk, or bubble milk. And you're wondering, what the heck is bubble milk, Lindsay? Actually, it's more appropriate called bubble tea milk. So, understand where I'm coming from. But what is it? It's a Taiwanese drink. Thank you. That is, it has milk, tea, and what is known as pearls. And it can be tapioca pudding, which was very weird for me, because I think it was kind of bitter, so probably because of the tapioca because of the tapioca. But now understand they had different kinds of flavorings for the basis. So I got matcha. I'm trying to make sure I say it right. Matcha. It's a it is well known within even though it originates from China, but it's mostly been used for tea ceremonies in Japan. And if you don't believe me, you can search right online. And since I know much that is in the tea ceremonies in Japan, because every time I put on NHK World, I had seen a little bit of information about how the tea ceremony started by an old man named Sendo Rikyu, who started I believe. and it's still going on to this day. It's just, there's hardly much of anybody doing tea ceremonies, but if you ever had a chance to go to Japan, you will know. And I think some of the Japanese YouTubers YouTubers who done Japanese stuff had gone there. I would love to ask Rena Scully if she would, but I know two other YouTubers, Hockey Dearest and Joey the Anime Man, but they're mostly, I don't want to say anything mean about all three of them, but they're mostly been focusing on animation, and other things. So that's what they're talking about. So yeah. So anyway, so yes, back to my drink. So it was good, really. Despite that it was a little bit bitter, but I just drank the whole entire thing, and it was really good. And it was $3.20, which is $2.99 plus a 21-cent tax. And if you want to see where you can get it, you can find me on Instagram. And the link will be down in the description down below. So, and the reason why we're there originally was my mother wanted to get produce. She did get some, though I don't think she got them. The only thing is, I don't think she got it out of the car, which I'm gonna have to go get it out of the car before it gets rotten, which is I'm kind of worried about. Anyway, so we got produce, but the only thing we didn't get was the cherries, because the reason why is, well, it found cost. And compared to getting cherries at a local grocery store, and believe me, you can tell from the difference. If you are, like I said, if you're at a farmer's market and they're selling cherries that are not, and I'm going to give you guys a rule of thumb. See? Thumb. If you really want to buy cherries, make sure they're like dark, really. Like I heard that there is something called white cherries, but I never had a chance to see any. I don't know what they are about, but I think it's not good in the sense, according to what my mother says. Anyway, if you are shopping for cherries, it is precisely like what I bought was bean cherries. Any kind of cherries, make sure if it's less, it needs to be less, and my rule of thumb is, if you want to get cherries, because they're usually in the short season, try to get somewhere that is costing less than $3. There's a bag. And the reason why I'm saying this is, because it's, well, how much, it's like, if you want to, to save it. But if it's more than $3, don't buy it. I mean, I know the farmer's market, they were selling it for $5. I'm not kidding. But when I went to the grocery store later on, and in the evening, they were selling it for $1.88, like that cheap, and they were being cherries. So I got 2 bags of it, and it's crazy. So anyway, I'm just laughing because how am I thinking about how excited my mother was. So anyway. So, sometimes you can get things at a farmer's market. Sometimes you have to get things from your local grocery store. Anyway, so, and apparently my mother wanted something in there, so that's how it all happened. Jeez. So, and of course we come home, what we got so far, we had rest. Then we went back out because the reason originally is because we needed more iced tea. And I know you guys are thinking, Lindsay, isn't that a bad time to go shopping on a Saturday? And I said, yes, it's true. But there are some people who won't tell you that there are deals that you can get during the weekend versus getting something during the weekday. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true, really, in my case. Like, for example, when we go grocery shopping, now, I already went shopping last week, and I had to again on Saturday. And getting the iced tea is kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, there are some matters to handle. So, for example, getting iced tea, and I end up getting 4 bottles, big bottles, which I'm gonna have to drink some, and so will my mother. It costs like $1.99. Right? You know. Usually, if they are on, usually if you want to buy iced tea like we do with the Arizona, usually during the weekdays, if we run out, it's about over $2, almost $2.50. Hey, but best to get it during the weekend because it'll go down. So, yeah. And there are some other crazy things, like, for example, I got on Saturday, my mother wanted her diet soda, which is Coca-Cola, decaffeinated, or caffeine-free, it's actually really called. Yeah. I got a little carried away. There was a deal, 3 for $17. So, I don't know how much that will cost us for it, but understand it's crazy. And then, of course, the usual excuse me. That shouldn't came out of nowhere. The usual yogurts that I get, either it's Chobani Flips or Yoplait, they're $1. And usually I'm kind of weak, but it is $1 each. Alright? They always do the deals, 12 for 12, 10 for 10. I understand, they're $1 each. And then, of course, there is the issue of drinking probiotics or kombucha. Anyway, and the reason why I'm saying this is, well, there are some kombuchas that really drop in price. Like, for example, this is called Health Aid kombucha, and it's Pink Lady Apple, and it didn't much taste like pink. It didn't taste like apple. I almost said pink apple. It's not really it's not a name of an apple, really. Alright, could be wrong. Anyway, it's supposed to be taste like cider, which it's been a while since I drank cider. And if you guys want to know, apple cider is not alcoholic. Like, it does, but it would be alcoholic if you add something into it, but truthfully, I don't think it is. And same thing with kombucha, even though they said it is, but it's because of the fermentation. Anyway, started to drink this. I drank half a bottle of this yesterday and had the other half today with my breakfast. So, here's the weird thing. It says here that it's in tiny letters. There's do not shake. Yeah, there's the issue about this. You know, local chain grocery stores like ShopRite, sometimes their locations, they have these probiotics. They should have been with near the dairy products, but the location that we were at, there wasn't. They had a full shelf dedicated to probiotic drinks and kombucha. Usually, and let me be honest with you, I hadn't to grabbing it, and probably didn't taste it right because it shouldn't have been shaken, or in this case, it shouldn't have been hit. Probably that caused the shaking. But usually these bottles, the Health Aid, it would be $3.99, almost about $4 a bottle of these. It went down to $2.99. Crazy. So I I grabbed 2 different kinds of bottles. Should have got 3, but I don't know. Of course, I got a little bit out of the way because I also got different other kinds, including, well, I got 2 of these. I also got 2 of the Kavita probiotic drinks and 1 drink called Suja, which I'm hoping I'll try it later on today, or probably tomorrow, throughout the week. Even though my mother took half of it. Anyway, but there are some crazy deals that I have to tell you. And what the crazy deals, Lindsay? Like, you're not doing it's an ad sponsor. No, and I would said so in the beginning. But it isn't. Let me tell you something. There's a rule of thumb that I think everybody needs to know. And trust me when I'm saying this. But what happened was, during the 4th of July weekend, 4th of July, that was on a Wednesday, not the weekend. So during the 4th of July, I was went grocery shopping to get dinner, because my mother was too lazy, and it was too hot, really, getting to grill anything. So understand where the weather situation happened. So I went to go get groceries and did we get? Oh, well, I went in for her because of it. I got potato salad, macaroni salad. I got some things, and then most of all was the Doritos. We like to eat Doritos, okay? But here's the reason why we got Doritos, and I got was the party size versus getting 3 bags of Doritos. And here's the reason why: the unit price. Okay, And despite there was a deal, why did I go for the party size and not the deal of 3 something? 3 for, I don't know, I think it was 3 for $5. Well, the truth is, it's the unit price. And to be honest with you, the unit price cost way more versus what it is. So when I went to check, 3 bags of Doritos ranch, there are at least, especially for the party size, 3 of them would be roughly a little bit over $21 per unit, versus the party size, it was $7 and some odd change. So I said, you know what, let's get the party size. Is, you know, despite it was a good deal. And if you guys are wondering, why would I do that when there was a deal right in front of me? Well, it's give me a moment. Sorry, continuing on. And it's just some random person and who's trying to break all spamming videos. I mean, phone calls. Anyway. So yes. Yes. It's, I guess you can say, because of the deals that is going on. And I mean, it's just a matter of getting the just looking into the unit price. And I seen it on somebody's YouTube channel saying that you look into the unit price, it would matter. Believe me, I don't know why, but the reason why I'm saying this is, well, I don't know, I have a rule for that unit price, and the reason why is, despite what happened on Saturday, why I did something on the 4th of July versus doing what I did on Saturday is, well, depending on the unit price. So, if you have an issue, like what I did, is, sorry if I'm trying to shake out the vid. I'm trying to get something off my wrist. Sorry. So what's the difference between regular price and unit price? Well, unit price is, which I'm trying to understand, is what how do I say this? Is what is that is being sold by manufacturers. So, for example, the bag of the Doritos, the party size, they were selling at $7 a unit. That it was being sold for. While it's being priced for, but as a unit, meaning it of buying, depending on what's the unit, it could be, not per bag. I mean, that would be weird, but I believe it, depending on it is. It could be per pound. It could be a box of 10 or 20 bags that they have to purchase. Depends. So apparently and the per price is how it's been sold. So, anyway, so the price is end up what it is. It depending on how many boxes there is or units they bought for, and they ended up figuring out for as a quantity. It's really crazy when you have to understand retail. But anyway, so it depends on. I have a rule of thumb. If a deal is going down, and if there's some kind of a deal going on, and if it's a certain amount, but if you look at the unit price, and if you haven't, like, for example, for the Doritos, like I had, like, for the party size versus getting a deal, if the deal is cost more than the next size, get that next size. If it's less, then you can get it. Alright? Just saying. Because if it's more or less, you know, it's easier the way how it is. And, you know, but through this whole entire madness of the shopping that happened, let's just say that everything was really good. Like, because, you know, I had to go outside. Anyway, so that's much about it. Hope you guys can understand about what is this all about. And anyway, I may do another video. It depends on what's going on today. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Till then, bye. Guys, it's me, Lindsay Star, and I'm pretty sure you guys can hear the outro. If not, I'm sorry. But anyway, you guys make sure to go and subscribe on my channel, because my face is right there. And also, check out yesterday's video right here. And hopefully, you guys can.